And we're back here at the new place. I just found a new park and I just found another Okay, happy 4th of July. I am Tripwire. This is Metal Detecting Beginner to Beginner. I found a new middle school, Ruther Middle School, and today I'm going to put my theories to the test. There are 3 hot spots when you go to any school that I've discovered. First place you want to hit is the student parking lot. High schools have the best student parking. Elementary, middle schools, they normally don't have student parking, but hit the parking lot hard anyway. Second hot spot I always find is in the front of the school. You can find a lot of coins and stuff up in the front, and also in the median area. So that's a second good hot spot. And the third hot spot is usually in the back, especially if they got a soccer field or a football field. You want to check over there under the bleachers and all that. So it's time for me to put my money where my mouth is, and we're going to start with the parking lot area. So, happy Independence Day, happy 4th of July. This is Metal Detecting Beginner to Beginner. Okay, Ruther Middle School, right here at the front parking lot. Like I said, I'm putting my money where my mouth is, so what do we got here? Okay, we already got a hit. And I literally just stepped on here. So I'm going to find out what this is real quick. Coins, hopefully. So, I'm going to find out exactly what we got. There it is. And to think I haven't even walked 10 steps. There it is right there, right on top. Penny already. That's the way I like it. Love it when they're on top. It saves less work on the digging. So I'll tell you what, I'm going to leave the camera rolling while I go walk around a little bit. So, just to show that you can find stuff all over. Again, we got more traffic and everything. Like I said, I always got good luck in parking lots. Well, it's hard for me to do this left-handed, so when I get another ping, I will let you know. Again, thanks for your comments and thanks for watching. I'll be back shortly, I hope. Again, I didn't even have the camera off for less than 30 seconds and I got myself another hit. Let's figure out what it is, shall we? Okay, pardon the horrible camera work again. There it is. Bang, right on top. Love and lights, right on top. Again, another penny. Collect tons of these. So again, first hot spot that we're at is the parking lot. There's my car, just got here. Haven't been out here for more than 5 minutes already. Maybe 10. Alright, so thanks for watching and I'll be back. Probably will jump over to the front of the building. That's when I'll return later. Okay, we're still in the parking lot of Ruther Middle School, Junior High, whatever you want to call it. Got another ping here. Sounds like a good one. The kind that we're always listening for. Well, leave it to me to set it right on top of the flipping camera right on top of it. Never fails. Oh, that's odd. It's down over here now. What was I finding? Oh, it's probably hitting the camera earlier. Anyhow, we found it, so let's do it. Gotta double check it. There we go. And now we dig. Chances are I'm going to be off. We shall see. Am I off or am I on? I'm off. Off, but not by much. It is normal. You just gotta keep going with it. You never give up. You know it's here. You know it's around here. Put that over there. Okay, where'd you go? God, I hate it when this happens. Does this ever happen to you? There's a question for y'all. Does this ever happen to you? There it is. One minute you have a ping, the next minute you don't. Wonder why that is. There we are. Haha. Another penny from the parking lot. Perfect. Again, always check your parking lots. Always. Anyhow. Again, if I find anything else that sounds interesting, I'll turn it back on. But again, I hope you all have a safe 4th of July. Don't blow your face off or anything. If I were you, I'd just save the money and let other people spend it. Let them blow up their money. Alright, I'll be back when we get to the front of the school. Later. Okay, metal detecting, beginner to beginner. This is Tripwire. We are here at the front of the building now at the new junior high. So we did find some pennies over at the parking lot. Remember, junior high is absolutely nothing like a high school. So if you find a little, be happy with the little that you got. So now that we're in the front of the building, we got a hit. So we're going to see what it is. Hopefully it's good. Momentarily here. Not happy unless I have my gloves on. I don't know about the rest of you, but I notice a lot of videos, nobody wears gloves, and I can't figure out why. Check the cement. I always wear my gloves because I go through so much glass. I see a lot of glass in the ground. Last thing that I want is to be cut open by a horrible glass. Where is it? Got me again. You heard the ping. I heard the ping. You know what's wrong here? It's got to be over here somewhere. That could just be so super annoying. That's a crap. It sounded better in the ground than it does out here. I don't know why. Had a nice loud one. Now it's like kind of faded. Why is that? There it is. From the sounds of it, it just sounds like a piece of scrap metal, but maybe I'm wrong. Lots of times I am. This time, I'm not. Washer. So, yeah, the busted up sounded. For a second, it sounded like it was going to be a dime, but instead we got a washer. No big deal, I'll take it. That's fine. Throw it out later. Whatever, try to clean it. Use different chemicals on it. See what works the best. Anyhow, this is the front of the building. It's where we're at now. If I find some pings, I'll turn it back on and I'll record it for you. Thanks again for watching Metal Detecting, beginner to beginners. Okay, back again, front of the building. Like I said, if I find another ping, I'll definitely turn the camera on and let you know what I see, what I find. Okay, so far we found a washer in the front. That sucked. I did catch another ping. Sounds pretty good. So, let's give it a shot and dig it up and see what we get. Today's a muddy day too. I hate it. Got more dirt on me than there is in the ground. There we be. Try to keep it as tight as possible. Stay. Okay, it's definitely here. I need to separate it. Separate them. There it is all the way over there. Dirt back. Grass I'm not using back. This over here. This is another trick that I like to do when I'm doing the little clump style. Is when I break it apart, I'd like to, well, I found it. Penny. Another penny, cool. Now what I like to do is when I pull them apart, I squeeze them tight so that way it won't fall out over here or there. They'll stay in the clump. And then that way you don't have to be detecting all the way around. You know it's either here or here. So anytime you pull up a clump and you're doing it my way, squeeze your clump so it kind of locks the coin into place. But front of the building, penny. So far, I'm 2 for 2. Thank you much again for watching. If I find some more stuff up here in the front of the junior high, I'll turn the camera back on and we'll go from there. You all have a great 4th of July, alright? Happy 4th of July again. Pretty sure you're tired of me saying that. But anyhow, still, front of the building, over in the grassy area. I found 3 pennies so far. Basically like right next to each other. I said, hey, if I'm finding pennies, why not film one more for the front of the building? So I found something. Right about there. That'll work. Let's see what we got today. Hopefully it's another penny and not a bottle cap. Sometimes bottle caps and the sky, bottle caps and pennies might sound the same. Pennies on this machine that I use is got like 3 different types of sounds. It could be a sound like that. It could be a high sound. It could be a low sound. It's like, but there's also times where they're made out of different metals, so that's why you get that sound. There we go. Got it. Again, pull, squeeze, hold, drop. There it is, right on top. I always forget to check top first. That's the one thing I should do. But yep, again, another penny. Another penny for tripwire. So I've proven that in the parking lot you can find pennies, and in the front of the building you can find coins too. So next time I talk to you, I'll be in the back of the building. Alright? So thanks again for watching. Beginner to beginner metal detecting. Okay, we finally made it to the back of the school this 4th of July. So far, we're doing really well. Actually, on the side of the building, I found a lot of coins, too. I didn't stop because I ain't got all the time in the world, probably about another half hour or so. Right here, like I said, in the back of the school is the 3rd hot spot. I got a hit, so we'll see what it is. There we go. It sounds scrapped almost. Hopefully, it's not. Nope. Down, down, down. Oh, big, big, big metal plate. One day I'm going to find a use for these. I find so many of these at different schools. Yeah, I don't know what I can do with it, but you know what, I'm going to hold it because it might come in handy for something. I normally just leave it off to the side or something, or even throw it out. But like I said, we're now in the back of the school. And next time I get a couple more pings, I will let you know. And we'll see what's going on. Have a good 4th of July. Metal detecting, beginner to beginner. Tripwire's back. Like I said, this is it for the back of the building. The first piece we found was nothing but a large piece of rusted metal, but I did get another hit. I'm going to make this the last video for today until I film the end complete. You'll see that momentarily. Right now, see what this last hit is. And we'll go from there. It sounded like a good ping. Good hit. I liked it. I love it. So we're going to go with that one there. Hopefully it's a quarter. Chances are it's a pop can. Every time I hear it, I think it's metal, but a lot of times it's just hitting rock. Nope. Off as normal. Hear that, or it's sitting right on top here. Nope, I'm off as normal. It's alright. It's okay. I'll unbury you anyway. Let's see here. Right in between. It figures. Always. Always right in between. I have the worst luck with that. You never get it just right. There it is. So we know it's in here. Back to the clump method. In case you missed it earlier, I'll do it real quick. If you're doing the clump method like I do, squeeze your clumps tight. Lock whatever's in there in there. Then, don't forget, we gotta put everything back in the hole. So we know that this is locked in. Separate, squeeze, find. And we got a bizarre piece of metal. Not a quarter, not a nickel, but a bizarre piece of metal. Well, I'll let you know if I find anything back here money-wise, but like I said, I've proven my point. You can always find something in schools. But so far, I haven't even found a nickel back here. So, I'll let you know if I find anything at the end complete. Y'all have a great 4th of July. Don't blow your hands off. And remember, kids, sparklers are not food. Okay, I said I was done, but I'm not. One more quick video. So far, like I said, we're in the back of the building. I always say you can find stuff in the back of the building. So far, all I could squeak out was 1 penny, but I did get a hit. Right there. So we'll film it, and then this is going to be the last one. I hate to walk away with not showing you guys that you can find coins back here. To me, that definitely sounds like a coin. Nice strong hit. My luck is probably another piece of metal. Finding a lot of junk metal back here, but seeing as how we're by a parking spot, parking area, it's a good chance this could be a real deal. There it is. Lovely. Scoop, scoop, squish. Aha! Found you. And squish. One more. There it is. Aha. 1 more penny. So I'm telling you, 3rd hot spot, pulled it off. All 3 hot spots, as I said earlier. Parking lot, front parking, front of the school, and back of the school, you can find coins. Okay, so I will see you at the end complete now. I've proven my point, and I feel much better about myself. Hope you all enjoyed everything. Last film for July 4th, 2014 will be the end complete. Take Okay, metal detecting, beginner to beginner. I'm back, I'm Tripwire, and this is the end complete. This is the end of the 4th of July weekend that I've had out metal detecting. I've pretty much sure everything. Before I do that, number 1, first and foremost, I want to thank Tracking Treasures for giving me the inspiration to display all my relics. I had been watching her videos for the last day and a half. I really like her work, the way she did it. I want to incorporate it in my series. So thank you very much, Tracking Treasures. And yes, I'm going to keep watching. Anyhow, we're going to go through everything that I found over the last weekend. Today I was at 4 different places. Went back to Ruther Junior High. I was at 2 other parks and then another junior high. And I think I had a phenomenal weekend, believe it or not. Might as well start with scrap first. Yeah, just regular scrap metal here and that I picked up. You know, what some people may call junk, I can actually use for different things. Like for Halloween, me and my son design our own setup every year. I could take this piece of metal and actually use it as like a weapon or a sword or something like that, shove it in a guy's head, severed head or something like that. So I could actually use that as a Halloween prop. Everything I find, I try to find a good use for them. But all in all, we got a lot of crap that, you know, I don't even know what it is. Like this here, I find this at a lot of schools, all over the place. I have no idea what this is, but I've seen more than 20 of these. So if you know what it is, please leave a comment. And a little handle for a door, a little square, nothing real. Razor blades, I don't know why they keep on showing up at schools. They're all over the place at schools. Beats the heck out of me. You got some sort of like little clear thing here, like a viewfinder. Part of a fluorescent light tube. Now here's the big thing. Pull tabs. I swear I am going to get off my ass and I am going to start looking on the web and find a website, put it on this metal detecting beginner to beginner, on how we can donate these to children's cancer research. I already started doing it, but I go through a friend of my mom's and all that, and her daughter does it, so I usually just get it and give it to her. But I'm going to single-handedly find out exactly how this works. We run into these all the time. We can do our share, you know, so we might as well try to help some kids with it. We got a little moose. Found a moose. I wasn't expecting to find that. More odds and ends. For those of you that like pop, we got a 7-Up, vintage 7-Up thing. More odds and ends, crap, stuff I don't know, stuff I do know. This one is the mystery item. We have no idea what this is. Not at all. Well, it's a trip and a half. So if you, I'll take a picture of it or something, or I'll try to give you a good look. If you guys know what this is, please let me know. Leave a comment. I also dig stuff that has writing on it. You get Selmer. I don't know what that is format. It's like a floppy disk, if I'm not mistaken. Ross, neat. I dig these like bizarre pieces of metal. You know, just like big hunks of metal of some sort. Found a key. And a tire thingy for a car, I guess. As for jewelry, I didn't find a whole lot this weekend, but I did find this like brooch, hair clip type thing. It's kind of neat. I ain't a chick, so I have no idea what to use it for. Found this little medallion. That's kind of neat. And I also found this diamond. Of course, it's fake, but it has a little metal backing to it. That's how I picked it up. See a little fake diamond there. What I'll probably do is end up turning the diamond and this little thing into some jewelry and probably do something where I give it to somebody, give it to a little girl running around, like my cousin or something like that. And money. Yes, I found a Monopoly dollar. Go figure. I also found one. I'm sorry, I had to pick up the bottle rocket. I just had to. I thought it was cool as hell. Yeah, coins. I did not count them yet, but it's been like coins galore today. Just off the page with the change. I love it. Too bad. From what I've noticed, I don't have any wheats. I have no silver. But again, you know, I just incorporate this into vacation fund and gonna start going out to different areas around Michigan that we normally don't go to. Sleeping Bear Dunes, where it hit, Port Huron, all sorts of places. But yeah, I did really good on the change. I really like that. Like it a lot. And of course, you got the Chuck E. Cheese token. I like that. For me, the find of the weekend, believe it or not, was actually this pen. I have a thing with pens. I love cool looking pens. And what's even cooler about this pen is that it actually writes in silver. And you really don't see that every day. So, this is the end. Complete for 4th of July weekend. Once again, thank you, Tracking Treasures, for giving me the idea to help recreate like what you did. So, anyhow, I'll be back next week. This is Tripwire, and this is Metal Detecting Beginner to Beginner. Later.